Okay, so this is the part 3 of the handlebar fly bars stage. I've cut a homemade mini bike frame that I had in half, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave that bit there. I'm just going to plate that up at the front, just blend it all into the welds and everything. I'm going to extend down here on both sides. Then I'm going to have this same thing down here so it can pivot as in normal goped fly bars on a goped. So that's going to be today. I got the handlebars already mocked up from a previous thing. I'm going to go around these and tack up all some welds, going to grind it all back down, and yeah, and I'm going to chuck the front wire on, so it's going to be sitting down here somewhere up there. I'm going to put the disc on, so it's run the front disc brakes and everything. So that's first thing for today. Okay, so that's pretty much what the fly bars are going to look like. I'm going to have that wheel over there, just as in here. I'm going to have 2 bars here with a pivot point. So yeah, I just added on to a previous piece that I already made, just to save some work. So yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much what it's going to look like when I finish welding it up. I've got the wheel on and everything. Just as I mentioned, I've got to put 2 bars here with a pivot point. And yeah, but it's looking good so far. Got the engine mocked up on the table there. Got to weld on those brackets there. So yeah, just welded along these pieces on here, and on the side and everything. Here, so here and here. So now I'm just going to attach the wheel and everything. So the wheel's on and everything, as you can see. Looks pretty straight to me. Got my disc here. The bolt's not all the way through, just because it's just a mock-up. I'm going to take it back off, but yeah, it's looking so good. So yeah, just got to put the 2 bars in there and the pivot support, and yeah. Okay, so half the frame is finished. I've got those 2 pieces tacked on, and as you can see here, I went over a little bit more on this side than that side, just to account for these brackets here. As you can see here, they're going to line up there. If I put them dead center, I would have had to make some other little crazy brackets. So I just went with a simpler idea. Cutting these pieces there for the middle section of the pivot point. This piece of metal cut, and it's just wedged in now a little bit tighter than this piece. But this piece is going to go right here, and you can see how it's going to sit. You got the forks there. And I'm going to drill a hole going down the center, and there's going to be a pivot point with another piece of metal leading out the back. So pilot hole, these 2 pieces where the pivot point's going to go. I've got the bolt and the nut and the spring washer. The bolt's about, I don't know, 6mm, 7mm in diameter there. So that's going to go down the center of that, and it's going to pivot. So I'm just going to drill these holes out and get it all mounted up. Okay, so I got the pivot mount all drilled up and everything. I'm just going to go and mount it on the scooter and show you what it looks like. And where that bolt is, there's going to be a piece of metal so it can pivot and turn around. It's all welded up. I'm just going to go and weld all here and all the inside bits and everything. But you got the bolt here, which is turning, so that's going to pivot on the scooter arm. So it's going to go this and that way. So yeah, I'll just give you an overview of the whole thing. Got the handlebars, and it goes down. I've got the pivot arm, then you got the disc on that side. There. So yeah, and there is the back bit, and I'm actually going to be using this thickness metal with that thick wall on there for the pivot arm. Just I'm going to overkill it, if anything. I'd rather overkill it than underkill it and be all weak and everything. So yeah. Okay, so I've got the brackets on here and here, as you can see, but on these two ones at the back, they're like maybe, I don't know, 2 mil off, but I'm just going to fill that up with the weld and everything. So as you can see, it's all pretty straight under there, like that. So then we've got these two here. Yeah. So yeah, it's good, man.